Good morning. Hey everybody. Just wait a moment here and let some people join in for our live morning yoga class to get us up and moving on this Thursday. Awesome. It's great to see you guys popping in. Hello. Hi guys. So, I realized this is our 6th week of doing this. So, episode 6 of our morning yoga class. So, I was thinking this morning, normally I try to really kind of create the sequencing for this class based on the workouts that we've done throughout the week. And I know that everybody's kind of doing different stuff right now, especially now that you're able to get outside and kind of do some active stuff. So it's a little bit tougher to really try to focus in and complement your workouts throughout the week. So I was thinking this morning we just kind of move through, excuse me, I haven't really talked a lot this morning. Move through a more traditional kind of yoga sequence and just see how you guys like that. And as I said last week, I'm going to change my position in the gym just to switch it up. And for those of you who don't come over here a lot, you can kind of get a tour of the gym while we're at it, since who knows how long we're going to be doing this for. All right, so just find yourself in a comfortable place wherever you're going to be practicing this morning. I'm going to step back and move over towards my mat. My coffee's pretty much gone anyway, so it's a great time to get started. All right, and get that out of the way. I'm going to scoot back to my mat and we're going to start in child's pose. So just go knees nice and wide, fingertips forward. And while you set your hips back towards your heels, drop your forehead all the way down to your mat. And I want you to walk your hands wide. So if you're on a yoga mat, I want your hands wider than your yoga mat. So maybe your thumbs are still on your mat, but I want a really wide position with your hands. And then pull your belly in as you sit your hips back and feel that opening across your armpits, your chest, your lats. And then let your forehead just rest down. Good, so stay here in this position. I'm gonna sit up so that I can talk to you and you can hear me. But as you're here in this child's pose and your arms are spread nice and wide and you want your fingers really wide as well. So spread your fingers wide and then create some action of fingertips down and then try to pull away from that position. So your armpits are pulling back, your shoulder blades are pulling down your back, but your belly's still pulling in. Nice deep stretch under your side bodies. And then you're gonna feel that little round of your low back. So we're getting a little cat spine here. Just stay here for a moment and take a nice deep breath. And I'm gonna have you walk your hands over to the right. So if I was on my mat in child's pose, my hands are gonna walk over to the right. Remember, your right hand's pretty far out already. So I want you to just reach your left hand as close as you can to your right wrist. Now we're getting a nice big side stretch up this left side body. So left hand's reaching over, maybe you can grab the left wrist and then sit your hips to the left. So you're gonna feel your hips sit over, forehead just resting down towards the mat. Maybe it's not touching now as you kind of find this nice deep side stretch. And then we're gonna walk our hands over to the left. So left hand is over off the mat, right hand reaches maybe for the top of the hand or the wrist, and then pull your right hip back and just drop your forehead down. Stay here for another cycle of breath. Give yourself a nice deep side stretch on the right. And then start to walk your hands back forward. This time I want you to bring your hands close together. So rather than wide child's pose position, I want the hands close together, almost stacked at the top of your mat, and then scooch your elbows in. So if you could see me, my hands are really close together, and I'm gonna scooch my elbows in, and from here, try to drop your forehead down between your biceps. So maybe your hips are a little higher now, maybe your forehead isn't actually touching. You're gonna get a really nice deep stretch under your arms. One more cycle of breath here. And then on an inhale, just start to float your way up. We're gonna go hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and we're gonna find our way to cat-cow. So you can tuck your toes under here if you like this position of your feet. Otherwise, just release your toenails to the mat. Go and drop your belly down, lift your heart, breathe in. And exhale, round your spine to find cat. Again, inhale, belly down, chest through. And exhale, round it out. One more time, and if you're moving slower than me, that's fine. Just drop your belly, lift your heart, and round it out, press into your palms. Good. Keep your rounded spine, and from here, tuck your toes under if they're not already. Press the floor away. Try to get really strong through your core. Hover your knees just 1 inch away from the floor, maybe even not even, like a centimeter, half a centimeter. Just barely hover your knees. Press the floor away, pull your belly in, and now you're gonna find your way to downward facing dog, but think about moving through cat spine. So keep pressing the floor away, round your spine, lift your heels up, hips up, and then drop your heels back. And just pedal it out, one step at a time. Press into your palms. You can shake a little side to side, just waking up the back side of your body. Relax your head and neck down. On an inhale, just lift your heels nice and high, and exhale, press them back. One more like that. Breathe in, press into your palms, and exhale, press them back. On an inhale, bend your knees to look forward, and you're gonna tiptoe up to the top of your mat, just little baby steps. When you get there, feet stay hip width distance apart, and we're gonna take ragdoll. So cross your forearms like you're waiting for the bus. Bring your pinkies to your elbow creases, and then just hang heavy. And I want you to take a deeper bend in your knees than you think you need to. So even if you're really flexible in your hamstrings, try to take a nice deep bend in your knees, round your upper body, and just let your head and neck hang heavy. You're gonna stay here for a few cycles of breath. I want you to think about length from your tailbone to the crown of your head. So can you find more round through your spine so that you can get even more length all the way down your vertebrae? Good, and then tuck your chin a little closer to your chest. Try to open up the back of your neck. On an exhale, just release your arms. Toe heel your big toes together to touch. And on an inhale, we're gonna come all the way up to standing, nice and slow. You're at the top of your mat. Reach up, reach your arms out and up, nice and tall. Palms touch above you. Look up towards your palms. And exhale, forward fold, up and over your legs. Inhale, find halfway lift, long spine. And on an exhale, just step it back. We're gonna come into plank pose. So hands under shoulders. If you can have your knees lifted, have your knees lifted here. Press the floor away, and I want you to think of a little rounded cat spine just in your upper back as you push the floor away. Get strong in your belly, and then lean forward, shoulders over fingertips. You're finding some more flexion through your wrists. And then for a full count of 5, lower all the way down to your belly. Nice and slow, all the way down. You're gonna flip to the tops of your feet, and we're gonna take a baby cobra. So just pull the heels of your hands back, elbows are high, chest is forward, and inhale to lift through the back of your neck. And try to keep your neck in neutral so chin is slightly down. And on an exhale, release. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees, press to high push-up, and downward facing dog. When you get there, just pedal out your feet and bend one knee and then the other. Take a little twist. On an inhale, just lift your heels high, and exhale, press them back. On an inhale, bend your knees, look forward, and tiptoe up to the top of your mat, little baby steps. When you get there, big toes together to touch, find halfway lift, and fold. Inhale to mountain, reach out and up, palms touch above your head, breathe in. Exhale, up and over your legs. On an inhale, find halfway lift, and this time step your left foot back, we're gonna find low lunge. So right foot is forward, left leg is back, hands around your front foot, drop your hips, lift your heart, and exhale, round your spine, forehead towards your knee. Again, inhale, hips low, chest lifts, and exhale, round it out. On this inhale, drop your back knee, look forward, and take half splits. Release the back toenails to the mat, and just fold over that front leg. So you're thinking chest towards toes, pull your right hip back. Just think about dialing your left shoulder towards your right pinky toe. So I'm thinking about trying to square off even a little bit more as my right hip pulls back a little bit. I'm getting a little bit of a twist as my left shoulder goes towards that right pinky toe. Stay for 2 more cycles of breath. Nice slow inhales and exhales. On your next inhale, start to float back forward to low lunge. I'm gonna have you lift your back knee. So tuck your toes under, lift your back knee. And I want you to reach your right hand forward towards the top of your mat. So left hand is planted, right hand reaches forward. And this is gonna be a big move. I want you to roll to the pinky toe sides of both of your feet, and we're gonna take a horizon lunge. So you're gonna bring your weight into that left hand, reach your right hand to the right, keep reaching to the right till you can reach all the way to the back of your mat. So stay there if you're there, otherwise I'm gonna show you here in case you got confused. So left hand is down, right hand forward, and I'm gonna reach to the right, roll to the pinky toe sides of both feet. My left hip is gonna drop down as I reach behind me to that back foot. So big stretch across the right hip, through the left hip. And then on your exhale breath, reach back around. You're gonna rotate to the left. We're gonna find Prasarita, split leg forward fold. So both legs straighten, and we're in this nice deep, wide leg forward fold. Good, whenever you get there, just find a halfway lift for a long spine. And if that got really weird, we'll do it again on the other side and we'll try again. Exhale to fold. And when you're here, you can bring your hands to the floor. If the floor seems really far away, you can get some pillows, some blocks, Kleenex boxes, Capri Sun boxes, whatever you need here can kind of help you as a prop. So many things in our house we can use. Otherwise, you can bring your hands towards your ankles. Just let your hips lift high, roll to the balls of your feet. On an inhale, come only halfway up. Now I want you to brace your core. I want you to take a little bend in your knees. Now think about like you're gonna do a good morning. Breathe in, exhale, hands towards hips. Now on an inhale, come on up to standing, all the way up. Awesome, reach your hands out and up, palms touch above your head, breathe in. And we're gonna take warrior 2 to the front. So pivot on your right heel, open up that right knee, and drop into your pose. Yeah, I don't know if we've done a warrior 2 in this for 6 weeks. Here we are, doing yoga. This must be what yoga is, right? Lunge into that right knee, reach through your fingertips. And inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back, big side body stretch. Reach as far as you can out of that right hip. On an exhale, cartwheel down, lift your back heel, look forward, and step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale to mountain, come on up, big breath, reach up, palms touch, little back bend, and exhale up and over your legs, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, and step your right foot back to find low lunge. So your hands around that front foot, just drop your hips, lift your heart, and exhale, round your spine. Again, inhale, hips low, chest through. Exhale, round it out. Go ahead and drop your back knee, look forward, and then start to straighten out your front leg to find half splits. Drop your hips back. Now while you're here, we're getting a nice deep stretch under that left hamstring, through the left hamstring. So I want you to think about rotating a little bit, shoulders in and out. And then I like to linger with my shoulder reaching across my body. So this time would be right shoulder towards the left pinky toe, and kind of use this right hand to push away. So getting a little bit deeper into the outer part of that hamstring. With just a tiny little twist, stretch up the left side of your back through your glute. Be here for one more cycle of breath. On an inhale, start to float forward to low lunge. You're gonna lift your back knee. I'm gonna stay here to show you this next move. Lift your back knee. Now right hand plants, left hand reaches forward. Now we're gonna take our horizon lunge here. So you're gonna bring your weight into your right hand so you can roll to the pinky toe sides of both feet as you reach to the left. Good, reach to the left and then all the way back till you're reaching towards your right heel. I'm dropping my right hip down, left knee is opening. Good, stay there if you're there. If you need a little bit more description or visual, I'm gonna do it from this side. So left hand is forward. You're gonna roll to the pinky toe sides of both feet. I'm pressing the floor away. Reach for reach around to the left side, and then back to that heel. Now drop that hip down, reach long. Good, you got this, breathe. And then on an exhale, we go all the way to Prasarita. Wide leg forward, fold to the right. So come back around, plant that right ball of your foot, hips high, toes in, lift, and fold. Good, so just like on the other side, options are to find something to prop your hands up on. Hands can be on your legs. Don't dangle like this, right? This is just not really gonna work for our stretch. So find something to support you, whatever that is. And then you can roll a little bit forward onto the balls of your feet, a little bit back, a little side to side. You can even drop into a side lunge. So kind of just feel this out. Second time through in Prasarita. It's a little exploration. See what your body needs this morning. Wherever you're at, stay there for just a couple more cycles of breath. Nice deep in and out through your nose. On your next inhale, come only halfway up, hands under shoulders. Now we're gonna find a nice strong core. So you pull your hands towards your hips, belly in, little bend in your knees. Inhale, stand up. Awesome, arms reach out and up for high pyramid, palms touch above your head. Now I'm gonna pivot to the back of my mat because I'm facing you. You're gonna bend into your left knee to find warrior two. So you should still be turning towards the front of your mat. Your left knee is bent. Good, reach long through your fingertips. Rotate that hip. Glutes are turning under, your left glute is rotating under your body. Reach through your fingers and then reverse warrior. Left hand reaches high. Reach out of that left hip crease. Keep dropping into the lunge. And on an exhale, cartwheel down. Lift your back heel, look forward, and step forward, forward. Find halfway lift when you get there. And on your exhale, find ball pose. So lift your heels, round your forehead towards your knees, and just relax the back of your neck. Inhale, chest through, breathe in. And exhale, round. One more time, inhale, chest lifts, and exhale. You're gonna make your way all the way down to your back. Whew. Seems like time is just flying this morning. Go ahead and roll back onto your spine. You're gonna hug your shins in, hug your knees in, and just rock up gently side to side. Just a little sway. And start to take little circles with your knees around your hips. We're gonna go either direction. And keep your right knee hugged in. I want you to straighten your left leg up towards the ceiling. Good, so just as much straightness as you can, depending on what you've got going on with that hamstring. Flex your left toes towards your face, like activation, like you could plant your left foot on the ceiling. But keep pressing through the ball of your foot, breathe in, and on an exhale for kind of, let's say 10. Let's go for 10. Just slowly lower that leg to the mat. I'm calling that 5, 4, keep pressing through the ball of your foot, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that right knee hugged in when the left heel hits the floor. Feels like the floor is so far away. Breathe in, and then we're gonna take a twist. So bent knee's just gonna cross up and over your body, reach your right hand away. Just in this nice deep supine twist. If this is too much this morning, you can bend both knees. It's a little bit more gentle. Anywhere in between is an option. Just looking to find some space through your spine, some twist through your hips. You can drop your chin over towards your right shoulder. On an inhale, start to bring that knee back to center. We're gonna give it one last squeeze, just pull it in, create some compression in your upper body. And then we're gonna switch legs. So when we switch our legs, we're gonna pull the left knee in to start. Good, squeeze both knees in, and then grab your left shin, reach your right leg towards the ceiling. And so keep pulling that left knee in towards your chest, and activate through the right leg. So pull the toes back, but then push on the ceiling, like you could lift the ceiling away from you. Create the activation through the ball of your right foot, And then we're gonna start the descent of the leg towards the floor. And we're thinking a count of 10. We're not making it super exact here, the clock's not running. I just want you to think about a really slow and deliberate descent of the right leg. Core is strong, hips are stable. 3, 2, and when you land that right heel to the floor, I know it's there somewhere. Good, then we'll find a twist. Reach the left knee up and over your body. Left arm's gonna reach long. Again, if this is too intense of a twist this morning, you can bend that right knee, pull both knees in. Just see what feels good for you today, what you need. Hit long across the side of your body, through your hip, through your glute, and your back. Just keep breathing, nice deep inhales and exhales through your nose. On an inhale, start to roll back to center. We're gonna create some compression as you pull that knee in towards your armpit. Just squeeze it in. Flex your toes towards your face, both feet. Breathe. And then pull both knees back into your chest. Awesome, just squeeze it in. Good, you can flex and point your toes. You can pull your chin towards your knees. Just find a position here. Just find some compression through your legs, your upper body. And breathe in. And on an exhale, let that go. Just let your feet fall to the mat. You roll off to one side. Whatever side feels good this morning, just roll over and we're gonna come up to a seat. It's a really super graceful finale there. Oh gosh, I hope you guys feel good. I feel pretty good. I feel pretty warm actually. I love dropping into that horizon lunge hip movement. So if you guys have some feedback for me from this class as I scooch my way towards you, I really would appreciate it. I love to hear what you guys are up to, what you think of class and what you need. So I will be here next week on Thursday at 8:30. And I hope that you guys can drop in then or definitely watch the recording. Thanks for that little heart. It's so sweet. It really makes me happy. Okay, you guys have a great day. I hope to see you again soon, okay? Bye, guys.